Yeah, I can't blame him. It's a dope game, man. Especially if you got it. If you got a team too, it makes it even. Yeah, I think that's probably why I stopped playing. Once I did all the heists, I was like, all right, now it's just repetitive.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's see who else online. Pearson online.
Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's
Hey,
the Cardinals
what's
going
up,
up
man?
against the 49ers. With that, let's get out west to Santa Clara, where we say hello to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
I'm playing Jason Hinkle in 281 league. Yeah, right now he's running the number for me.
We've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals
what's his
and the
name?
San Francisco
What's his name?
49ers.
I did good on him. What's his name? Boot. Boot used to run it a lot. No, Boot, Kevin Ray Boot. And I used to lock him up.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. And it'll be third down. The 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
Yeah.
This defense looking for an early stop.
This
is third down and 6.
Yeah, they've been playing. I joined late. I joined last year. It's 2020.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, that was right there, man.
It's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired.
Yeah,
if you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, you're going to attack you all game long. Once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Yeah.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here we go. And on the ground they go with the running back. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
I think they did a fantasy draft.
Gives him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line.
Yeah, but he's playing in the purple, though.
So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, bro.
Oh, man.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
Well, the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Running back,
now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3, 19. Good.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks. And down he goes. A sack. They sack it back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
He'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Back to throw here, and that is incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line.
Ronnie P.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz.
Boy, you
here.
trash on the Madden, Ronnie P.
49ers going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this
They say Nut still over there cracking y'all upside the head. That's what I heard.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the
everybody
game
chilling, everybody cool. Just talked to my mom a little minute ago.
That we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, he just
that
took
is
off
it.
and you guys figure it out.
Oh, man.
When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now.
Oh, yeah, I know. Ain't shit changed. That's why I got up out of there as soon as I could and ain't coming back.
It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another.
Nah, I really ain't found nobody jamming the game with like that.
Just inside the 20.
Nope. Got Whole Foods.
Up near midfield at the 49.
Ain't moving nowhere but up.
All in all.
I'm in Oakland. I live in Oakland.
1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in San Mateo at first. Now I'm in Oakland.
Back and 3 tight ends. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Yes, sir.
Detroit! Here we go. 3-9, Green 39. No. Check. Detroit.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Oh, yeah, nigga been hooping.
They move the chains.
Nigga been hooping.
What a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play
about
action,
8.
throw it, but most
8
of the
hours
time,
from Vegas.
those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them.
4.
And now what a lot of
But
teams
4
do,
hours
they're
from
taking
Vegas
extra
to LA,
offensive
but I'm
tackle.
like 5 hours away from LA.
To give them even more blocking power, and we just saw it on that play.
Give him 16 on the pickup.
Yeah, I just seen you on her. I had to check on Ronnie P.
coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of punch, though.
Put him in a box. All right, Roddy P.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So they're operating in the red zone. And the offense in a great spot. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll run it here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll come out in the pistol. And he motions the wide receiver. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Getting something just to be something to play in. When you be bored, you be looking for a game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look. Gun.
Another pistol look here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Starting to run to the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete.
Drop the ball, man.
The ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
This is brought in at the 21. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will find his man up.
But he old though, but it's still good. Yeah, he dropped 1st down, man.
That's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
I was like, yeah,
man. You know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down.
And he don't drop that. All right, cool.
Touchdown, San Francisco. Their big tight end as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's able to
wide open. Once it's done, it's done, man. You let Madden do Madden, man.
And here we go. This fielded at the 2. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let it go, man.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Don't go back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This fielded at the 2. That's strong running. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt. And he's going to be
driven down. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to wind up in there now.
And then
hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that's what got me behind too, man.
He'll return it
Can't
from the 6.
convert on 3rd down. Running, man.
Good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They come out with one back and three tight ends. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
He's somebody get drafted, man.
Really nice field position here for the offensive unit.
Not today, you ain't.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's go.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach said, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. 2 yards to go here on third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it will be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Yeah, that's just over.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down.
And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the fake will work.
No, he's going to get a first down.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
That's 24-0, man.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
Called me
we
with
brought
that
analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try to bleed it out.
Holding the time, man. You scared you winning.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Why you went back there, stupid?
Losing yardage back at the 22.
Yo.
Loss there of 9 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Yo, man. I can't believe son did that.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete.
Not today, man. Not my day, man. Oh, the first take, no. Not my day, man.
And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there.
That's in the step, man.
In a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And he was able to shed the 10. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Cardinals a 1st down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Fourth quarter.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 48.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Backing up. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I'm trying to figure out what I
did. Anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone. Open, unable to hold on to it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road.
Young forever. Oh boy. Give me a second. I'm gonna make it for you right now. Oh, I don't think they have any more. There's no bread. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I see it, baby. Where's your plate? Oh, I forgot my defense. I had to remember. What we forgot? Take more shot. Ilya. Ilya. Just save it. You don't have to eat it or drink it all. Alright, let's see what we got here.
Crack it down Monday morning, coffee strong, pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. But then the circus comes to town, we hang them speakers over the crowd.
What? Okay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Cardinals going up against the Saints. With that, let's get you out to the Bayou. Standing by is our commentary team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints.
Aaliyah, eat your food and go back in your room.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go now. Green 30.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
second down following the run. A first carry now. This is Johnson. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
Good stop, boy.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Aaliyah, shut the door, baby. Thank you.
Detroit! Detroit! No, Jack, Patriot! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Gun! Set! Blue, landed! Over!
All right.
No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side and caught by Flainer. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Ooh, good.
They got him for a sack.
I can't even hate
Talk
that.
about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is
Make that
incomplete.
pass,
A
yo.
huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So out now come the Cardinals. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. On the give, this is their fullback. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two short of an extra
I gotta see if I can,
converting there.
I think I can sub him out of there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects him this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution.
Go
so
get it, boy.
Together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So 2nd and 10 here.
Yeah.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught on the right side. Williams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Watching that body. Back there, Philly, here we go.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a...
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. I don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels. Defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, it's not going so well for your defense.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air.
I said that as soon as you said it.
Davis, I'm Brandon
As
Gaunt.
soon as I got
Saints
there, I
football
said
to begin
that
quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And the D looking like they may blitz. Time running out here on the play clock. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds.
That's a touchdown.
Side judge incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Williams, the man in motion left. They'll run. It's Presley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
Had I known that, I'd
have
get
the field goal.
that.
Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something.
Turnover. Turn the game around.
I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Johnson. So we
Come on, son. Look at that big tackle, man.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Throwing is Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side.
Of course he's running that, Elvin. Come on, man.
The ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen.
That's my fault. I knew that was
nice
coming.
timing play, and sometimes it can break big. All right,
I knew that draw was coming. I'm supposed to pick that off.
Just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Get ready.
Palmer's going to keep it on the sneak. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Carson Palmer
I was in the wrong defense.
taking it in.
It's not
and the
that hard
Cardinals
to stop.
have taken the lead. So
You
he's
gotta
able to
just play
sneak it in and credit
any
to
kind
the
of
guys
man
up
blitz
front.
defense
Without a doubt,
and
because they
lined
have
up in
leverage
front of
on
that
this
center.
play.
Just
We
stop
always
it.
talk about low man wins and one-on-one
I just was
battles.
expecting
That's
them to
exactly
run.
what happened there.
Lined up in
They
front of the
love their
center.
offensive line,
bring the safety down.
That's fielded in the end zone.
But I messed that up.
Here at about the 17-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And a methodical drive last time. They couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
right? A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. The play clock's running down. Play clock down to 0. Man. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Messed up.
Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go up top again.
Catch the ball, man.
A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is good.
All right, gotta be this bad. All right, yeah.
Wow. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Can somebody catch the ball?
Free and brings up fourth down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Yeah, I'm tripping, man. I'm wasting doing too much passing.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4.
Too much passing, man.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Back to throw again. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's a unit last drive. He did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Johnson.
Yeah, he broke that one on. Yeah, he broke it on. I picked the bad too for stop the run.
Cardinals. David Johnson, 53 yards.
Oh, I was expecting the power. I wasn't expecting the power.
Ability. And he's got it up and through.
That's my fault.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Detroit! Detroit! Back down in Philly. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep. A battle for it. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Get ready.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. And a timeout here. Timeout taken. Whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team.
Here now, man.
With halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hey, man.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken it around the 40.
Oh, wow.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to try and go deep again.
Intercepted.
Trying to get
Hey,
it to
bro,
Thomas.
what type of
It's
pass is
intercepted.
that?
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
They come up in an offset eye. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Let's go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson.
Bubble, pick it up.
Johnson lost the football.
I got it. That was good. I needed that. Oh, I needed that.
Field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Defense showing blitz.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Over. Gone. Blue 90.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
Now back to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. They begin the drive with Johnson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Here we go.
The Wildcat to Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 40. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John. Why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, maybe you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the 3rd quarter. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
No, check, Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19. Gone.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Motion.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now. Here we go now.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll buy some time right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
I gave this game up, man. I should have waited.
The first down carry here for Johnson.
Maybe scored a touchdown.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle.
I'm not
and
getting
the
no
hit
back.
charted loose. It's incomplete. He's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll drop the throw. And this is
I can't catch a pass.
Certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Oh, no, what's up,
They
man?
clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late
Sometimes
stages
bad
of this
is
game
like,
here in the
all right,
second half.
good.
I get it. In this
Had
situation,
enough.
if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call, but how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
20!
Touchdown,
Cardinals! David Johnson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They go play action on first down.
I don't even know what play I saw.
He couldn't quite hold it.
I ain't trying to press that.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Oh, man. What's going on?
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. Whoosh. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Yet again, here's a wildcat look.
Here we go.
The direct snap to Johnson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Another wildcat look here. We've seen this a lot. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
No,
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe
I'm used to
expecting
this
a
game, man. I
pass.
don't even bother me anymore. That's how it
Jimmy
goes.
Brown in motion left.
95.
Next game, they gonna be playing like they don't miss
Following the
nothing.
penalty, it's Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He gets them a little
But
over
I
half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and
Bad
5.
position.
On a 2nd and long, it's
Drop
really
the
nice to
passes
see
like
an
that,
offense that
man.
has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning.
But I should have
They've
been. I
seen
should have
things that
kept
they've
running
seen
more.
on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And
But
a
then I
loss
started
of
to
3 to bring up 4.
plays that I know that
Here
don't
comes the
stop
Cardinals
doing
punter now. As
out
he'll
of-
come
out of
on to
spite
kick this
for
one
doing it.
away.
But I could have been knocking the run up. I just picked different plays, expecting it not to run on.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Next time,
So
I'm
how do you
waiting.
do that? How do you
Wait
shake
on
things
that.
up?
You
I
look at
hate
what you
being
called
rushed
before
like
and
that.
realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to
so
something
well.
else.
And
That's
maybe
how
try and
you come
find
up
one of
with
those
like, you
special
feel like
plays
playing
from
right
one of
now.
your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
But when did that
He'll
hurt?
get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches, they always talk about wanting to establish running the football. It's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
All right, here we go. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drive.
I can't get the third down pass, man. Don't have
a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Did the Cardinals take over with excellent field position?
I got like this.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead stink.
Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Seven yards to go on second down. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll cut it to, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bouncing in out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure. I love it. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On second down, here's Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. Still going. They can't stop him. A very solid gain of 27. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And quickly, they get to the line. To Johnson again. And they'll get him down to about the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it. Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3. And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in. Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
About to hurt him.
Next position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner. Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And now here's another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point? The kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
No more running, dog.
Contract time. You could have kicked that one through. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down, 8.
Hey, cut in right. Watch cut in. You got 4. Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
They go again now with Xander. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
I don't want to let you know that if I want to stop you run, I can stop you run, bro.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to
I
watch
got
tape of this
frustrated
game,
with
they're going to
stop
be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Like I said, buddy.
And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this fight?
Come on, man. We don't got no time to be doing all this.
Final drive in a lopsided game like this.
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll run. This is Xander. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. And here's yardage here. Back at the 47. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Percy Harvin now on the return. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Hey. 4 down. Let's go.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.